Hello, this is Miho from Canada. How are you guys doing? I hope things are good with mentally and physically. So today I'm going to talk about mistakes or failure. So what would you do when you make mistakes or missed appointments that are really important to you, or you failed on something that you planned for? Naturally, you feel terrible. I had this one incident in the morning. I had an appointment and I totally missed it. And as soon as I saw the message from other friends who attended these appointments, then dawned to me like, oh shoot, I totally forgot about it. And I felt so bad because I requested one questions that's to be answered and I wasn't there, and I felt so terrible and I regret it and I felt awful. What else I felt? I just felt like everything stalled at that moment. And then I start thinking like, why did I forget this? How come I didn't remember? And I used to dig into it so deep to the point where I get so bummed out or depressed, or it just didn't feel doing anything else anymore. I was beating myself, or I, losing the confidence and all that. I used to really beat myself so bad. And when you do that, unnecessarily you feel so small, and now you feel in a certain level, like a low level, that really affect the things that you're doing during the day. You can't focus on things that you need to be doing, or everything is so distracted around this thought about things you have done. And your day is pretty terrible, pretty destroyed. And you just carry on this feeling for sometimes days, right? So the trick is to shift your mind. And this is more of the training. This is more of the conscious level of training. And you could do it. And when you have this incident, that say you made a mistake or you missed an appointment, of course you feel terrible. And natural way, the human feels. Otherwise, you don't improve from doing this. Anyway, so that you take this as a fact, you've done it, and you cannot go back to fix it. So you accept what it is, and then you find things that you learned from. For instance, my incidents, okay, I should have posted a big note, I have an appointment at 9 a.m. Even though you're so busy or you're daydreaming, when you see the sign, you will remember. Or notifications, or you just remind yourself the night before. And so you start to dig out all those ideas. Okay, what could be done next? Also, there is always a good and bad. It exists in both sides. So you seek for something good about it. Why you missed it? Okay, for instance, in my case, I was focusing on some other task and I was so drawn to it. I totally blinded about other things. I could have checked what I need to do that day, but I didn't. I just go with the flow of normal days that I just didn't even think about this appointment. So I totally missed out But at the same time, this zoning out and focusing on something I was doing, it really worked because I totally didn't care for other things I was focusing on. So I give this a praise that, okay, so one thing worked and I missed, I was focusing on so much so that I missed out other things. So next time I know I need to balance it out. I need to know what's like irregular things that's happening that day so that I won't miss it next time or put the post, right? So this sort of process of modifying and deferring the process that you're doing during the day. Otherwise, you'll be doing the same thing and you won't change. So this missing appointments, or you did some mistakes or the failure or something, it's just a wake-up call for fixing or modifying the way you've been doing. And also, when you find a way to do it, that's become your stepstone or your motivation for the next round, that you won't be doing the same thing over and over. So it's a good situation to be faced from time to time, so that you realize that, okay, I need to be really motivated for the next time, or you have the better system so that you won't do the same thing over and over. So this is the way to take as a chance for you to become better at it. It's a process to improve from where you are right now to the next time around, so that you know what's coming. Like, ooh, I remember I almost missed it, but this time I'm okay. So it's a good chance, good opportunity to look or reflect on your behavior or thinking process to improve. So I use my example today, but it really applies to anything that happened to you. Like you catch yourself with the same mindset or same thought over and over, and then you stop and think, like, why am I thinking this way? So that you will modify, you alter your thinking process, or how you feel about the things that happen to you, and you could turn it around because you see both bad and good in anything. So you focus more on the good side. And we're all humans, so we do make mistakes, but the difference is that you don't dwell on it. You look at the bright side of it, and to use that to improve yourself, your life, and your daily, the process of the way you live or thinking process. So the next time around, you can catch it. And it's like, whoa, I remember this feeling. Okay, I do this and it worked, right? So it's a good improvement when you face this. It looks like a mistake or no good things, but it always has a good and bright side to it. So it's a training in your mind to see the bright side at the same time. And then you can get over that feeling much quicker by looking at the bright side and work on it. And you shift yourself. Don't dwell on it, because it will really make a terrible day. And that's the ingredients to make your day so terrible. So you shift your focus to other things, and next time around you do something different. So it's a good reminder for you to not to do the same. So take it as a good opportunity, good chance to improve yourself. So there's nothing to dwell about it. It's done, and maybe it was a good thing that you missed it. I feel sometimes that, okay, there must be something that I missed it because, I don't know, maybe it wasn't a good fit for you or good timing for you, or something that needs to be done other than that appointment, or you try to think about something that maybe it was a good thing that you missed it, or you made a mistake about it. So you will learn something from that. So that's good way of a look at what it looks to be a terrible thing, but it will you can turn it to be a good thing as well. So that's just one way of shifting your mindset to look at the bright side. It's a training. You can take this opportunity to really test it. It doesn't happen every single day, so when it happens that, you kind of appreciate, like, okay, this happened, and you can make it work for you. Okay? See you soon.